Hello. Today we're going to cover the earnings credit calculation, which is a calculation you're very likely to see on the CTP exam and one that you're likely to use in your financial career. This is presented by tmexam.com, leading CTP exam study program. So first we'll just go over what the earnings credit calculation looks like. It is the average collected balance times 1 minus the reserve requirement times the earnings credit rate, which is multiplied by the days in the month or period divided by 365. It looks a little daunting, but as when you watch this video, you'll see that it's actually pretty easy to do if you break it down in parts. So here's a question that actually comes from tmexam.com. If the collected balance for the month equals $2,564,273, the reserve requirement is 10%, which is normal. The earnings credit rate is 1.8% per year, and the days in the month is 31. What is the earnings credit? So what we'll do is we'll break this down one piece at a time, and this is exactly how we recommend that you do any formula for this exam. First, input the collected balance, $2,564,273. Next, you'll enter the reserve requirement, which is 10%, so that would be 0.10. And the next step is to consolidate this part of the formula to 0.90. So 1 minus 0.10 is 0.90. Next, we'll enter the earnings credit rate, which is 1.8% per year or 0.018. And next, the days in the month is 31. And again, we'll consolidate this 31 divided by 365 to get 0.085. And of course, that is a rounded amount. Rounded numbers, usually if you work, if you round things off and write them down as you go, you can get very close to the final answer, but do be careful when rounding because your answer will be a little bit different. And then after we consolidate that, we will consolidate this everything that's in parentheses here, 0.018 times 0.085, and get 0.001529. Next, we'll continue with the steps, and you could really do this in any order, but we'll just consolidate those last two numbers and make them 0.001367. And then the final step will multiply these two numbers together, and the earnings credit amount is $3,528.16. If you got lost in there, I suggest you watch the video again and definitely try to use the same formula yourself. Check out tmexam.com. There is some free information out there and some free questions. Also, the price is extremely competitive compared to other study programs for the CTP, especially for everything that you get from tmexam.com. We have high customer feedback, a very high pass rate. We're industry experts, and again, there is free material available to help you study for this exam, so check us out.